with team here. So, welcome to Link and along with R26 meeting. Oracle Toastmaster provides and supports members to improve their public speaking and communication skill. So, with that, I would like to also uh, tell that this Toastmaster, we have come here to learn and grow. But before we start, there are some basic rules that we need to follow in Toastmaster. That's please silent or switch off your noise making devices. And whenever you are stepping out or stepping in the room, make sure you do it during applause, not during the speeches. And please be all the speakers, please be mindful of sex, religion, and politics during it. And all the online joinees, please unmute while speaking and mute while the rest of the time. And with that, I would like to welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Dakshayani.
No, it's Dinesh.
Okay, I welcome Toastmaster Dinesh. He is one of our oldest member in our Trailblazers and is one of the seasoned speaker and the great human being. He is always available for Oracle Trailblazer for any time, for any improvement, any feedback. And with that, I would like to welcome our Toastmaster Dinesh, presiding officer, for an important linkers meeting. Go ahead, Dinesh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil, for that energetic SAA energy. We have been seeing Sunil in our meetings. He is the SA of our club. But today was a special day. It's a linkers meeting. And he just stepped up to the occasion. The energy was enough for both the clubs, I would believe. So let's have another round of applause for our ever so energetic SAA. Okay, so as has already been revealed, and to many people, there are some new faces. Who are these people? Well, it's a linkers meeting, right? Every week we're having the same meeting with the same old people. I mean, that was great. I have no complaints. Definitely, it was this one day in a week where I was able to vent out, nothing work related, is just the things that I like, my hobby. But we thought, like, let's have someone else, let's have another club to join us to share their ideas and how it is, and who other than our very own uh, narratives, the Microsoft Narratives Toastmasters Club. So welcome all to this linkers meeting, and we are privileged to have you in our meeting, and we look forward to see how this meeting goes. It's definitely going to be a wonderful meeting. Now, before we move forward, maybe we have some guests, and just for the benefit of the guests as well as for the members, let me just brief you what we are. So we are all in, even the Trailblazers, even the Microsoft Narrators, we are part of this bigger organization called Toastmasters International. Now, Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization which started way back in 1924 by a gentleman named Mr. Ralph C. Smedley. So this started as an informal club wherein young minds, young souls were just like groomed, in the public speaking game. And as in the West, it's called as toast giving. That's how the name Toastmasters came in. And today, after 100 plus years, we are spread across 147 countries. We have a member strength of nearly 3 lakhs, and the total number of clubs, I think, is probably 1.5 lakhs or more. So that's who we are, a great force to reckon with. Toastmasters International. Let's have a round of applause for Toastmasters International. thank you so much. Now I don't want to take any more of our time. I've already seen the poster. The theme looks very promising. Me being a foodie, I can't really wait what our Toastmaster of the day has on his plate for today. So without wasting any more time, let's welcome the Toastmaster of the day for today, Toastmaster Sudhanshu from Narratives Club.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh, for the warm welcome. I welcome all the members from Oracle as well as the Microsoft's Toastmaster clubs, as well as the guests to our linkers meet. And what a great start we had to the meeting with two energetic folks uh, starting off in style. So now we'll start with the theme of today's meeting. The theme of today's meeting is something that I recently wanted to learn a bit more about. So it's the world of washuku, or I would like to cover some aspects of the Japanese cuisine in today's meeting. I'm sure there are already few foodies like Dinesh and who already are know more about that, but it is like my exploration of the Japanese cuisine, and I would like to share what I learned. I will share the slides and I would remove it while we continue other aspects of the meeting. So uh, just to check, is my slides visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So to start with, we enter the world of washuku. Washuku means the food of Japan, and it refers to the traditional Japanese dietary culture, encompassing not just the food itself, but also the skills, knowledge, and the tradition surrounding its preparation and consumption. UNESCO in 2013 listed it as an intangible cultural heritage. The term washuku. Washuku is characterized by respect for nature, use of seasonally available ingredients, nutritional balance, aesthetic presentation, and strong ties to the celebration and the bonding in the Japanese culture. So as I said before, right? So uh, the speciality about the Japanese cuisine is their seasonality and the freshness, and they try to pick up ingredients from the nature. There is a special focus on the visual appeal and the harmony, which is the balance of the balance of different uh, flavors. So it has four tastes you all know, right? The salt, sweet, bitter, and there is one more. Sorry, I'm missing that. And there is a fifth taste that is added, which is umami, which is something that is that gives a different flavor, and you would find them in things like so. For that, they use things like soy sauce and various other things. We'll dig deeper into this aspect. But other than that, we also they also have a very specific cultural culinary philosophy. Let's see how much we can cover. But before we move forward, I would stop here and we would talk about a bit about the meeting. So the current meeting uh, is a is divided into three sections. The first is the prepared speech section. We have two speakers today, one from Microsoft and one from Oracle. Second section is the table topic section. And the third is the journal evaluation section, which is usually the format of all the Toastmasters meeting. So before we move forward, I would like to call the team that is the crux of what we take away from today's meeting, and that is the general evaluation and evaluator and her team. So the general evaluator for today is Toastmaster Dakshiani. She's a senior software engineer at Oracle and has been working here for over a year now. Her current interests are board games and experimenting with AI, while music and reading have been her lifelong passions. She enjoys creating things, building things, and breaking things. So, with huge round of applause, let's welcome Toastmaster Dakshiani on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudhanshu. Happy to be here. So I'll be the general evaluator for today, and I don't do this job alone. I have 3 members in my tag team who are going to help me with this, and they are the timer, accounter, and grammarian. So without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and call the timer Toastmaster Ravindra to come onto the stage and explain his role. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dakshayani, for the warm welcome. I am Ravindra, and I will be taking up this timer role. Yeah, today is a good day. I mean, great day that we have collaborated Microsoft, combination of Microsoft and our company. So I'm glad to be here. Okay. So as a timer role, it's my work to track on time. So because time is very important. So we have a total of 1 hour 30 minutes. Let us be on time in speeches. Whoever is speaking here, whether it's table topics or speeches, let us wrap in time. Anyhow, you have a buffer time of 30 seconds before you wrap up your speech. So first, coming to speeches, we have 5 to 7 minutes. So we have 2 speeches. At 5, do we have physical timer points? Or, so I have already set up. So I will be showing in the mobile. It's okay, right? So are you connected to the Zoom? No, Zoom I haven't connected. Usually I connect in lab. Yeah, I can use that lab. Yeah. So just for information for guests, this is the red I will be showing. Sorry, first is the green, right? So first I will be showing the green card in 5 for prepared speeches. 5 minutes I will be showing the green card, and in the same way I will be showing the yellow card. Recording in progress. I will be showing the yellow card for 6 minutes, and the red card for 7 minutes. And you have buffer time of 30 seconds to wrap up the speech. In the same way, for table topics, we have a time of 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute I will be showing the green card. 1 minute 30 seconds I will be showing the yellow card, and 2 minutes I will be showing the red card. So you have a buffer time of 30 seconds to wrap up the speech. So and next is evaluation. You have 2 to 3 minutes for evaluation. So 2 minutes I will be showing the green card. 2 minutes 30 seconds I will be showing the yellow card, and 3 minutes I will be showing the red card. So you have a buffer time of 30 seconds to wrap up your evaluation. So that's about timer role. Over to Dakshayani. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravindra. So now I would like to call Toastmaster Ananda to explain the role of accounter.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dakshayani, and I welcome the Oracle Toastmaster Club to Microsoft. Good afternoon, Toastmaster and fellow Toastmaster and guest. As a hard counter, my role is to track filler words and sounds which has been used repeated first, and the speaker uses unconsciously. I'll report how often each speaker used these at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ananda. Now I would like to call upon the grammarian for today, who is Toastmaster Yamuna, to please come forward and explain the role. Toastmaster Yamuna, are you able to hear me?
Oh, sorry, I was talking on mute. Thank you,
Okay.
Toastmaster Dakshayani. Hope everyone can hear me now. Great. Thank you I'm really excited for this opportunity to welcome Oracle for Microsoft, and I'm really looking forward for this meeting. As a grammarian, I will be looking at the grammars which has been used by the speakers, and I will also make note of any, not a good usage of sentence or words, and I would be reporting that at the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. And today's word of the day is perplexed. Meaning of that word is completely baffled or very puzzled. So it is perplexed is nothing but shocking or puzzled. So you can, whenever if someone is using puzzle, you can just give a thumbs up, and that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yamuna. So I will be back at the end of the meeting to give my general evaluation report. And for now, I would like to hand it back to T-Mod, Toastmaster Sudhanshu. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dakshani. We look forward to your report at the end of the meeting. So now moving forward, let's move to the first section of our today's meeting, and that is the prepared speech section. And we have two electrifying speakers lined up today. So I'd like to call the first speaker for today. But before that, I would like to call the evaluator for the speaker. So the speaker for today is Toastmaster Rupa. But before that, I would like to call Toastmaster Abhinav on the stage to tell the speech criteria. Abhinav is a member of Toastmasters. Sorry, did I take the name correct? Yeah, Abhinav is a member of Toastmaster International since June 2016 and has achieved the Distinguished Toastmaster Award. He has helped organizing a lot of events and mentored a lot of speakers and led at both club as well as district level. Professionally, he's 16 years experienced in retail domain and currently serving as a principal QA in Oracle. With this, I would like to call Distinguished Toastmaster Abhinav on the stage for telling the speech.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudhanshu. So today, the target speaker, Rupa, is going to attempt her level 4 project 3. I guess it's an elective speech. And it's about writing a compelling blog. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to review or share how they maintained a blog and what are the skills needed to write and maintain a blog. I've been writing blogs since 2006, in fact, so about 20 years now. I'm looking forward to the speech. All the best to Rupa. Back to you, Toastmaster Sudhanshu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinav. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Rupa on the stage for her speech. And the title of her speech is 8 Blogs. So Toastmaster Rupa, 8 Blogs. 8 Blogs, Toastmaster Rupa.
What is the most that you have procrastinated for something in your life? And how long did you procrastinate for? The longest thing that I have procrastinated for in my life is this project. To give you a little bit of context, I've been in Toastmasters since 2018. I finished my first path in 1 year, started my second path the year after that in the final year of college, came all the way up until level 4 project 3. And then I started buffering, like that annoying YouTube ad you get before every video. And for 3 years, I kept telling myself that I will one day write blogs. And this ambition went from a short-term goal of in the next 2 months I'll write 8 blogs to a medium-term goal of in the next 6 months I will write 8 blogs to an indefinite goal of eventually I'll write 8 blogs. Until one Saturday, I came to office with my laptop for the food and AC, and I met my mentor, Komal. And she told me, Rupa, what are you doing here in office? I told her I'm here for the food. And she said, okay, let's have dinner. And I have a blog to write. So let me sit in one of the conference room and write, and you can do one of something that you want to do. Which is when it struck me, hey, why don't I also sit and write a blog? And so for 1 hour, in one of the conference rooms in this very 6th floor, Komal and I sat on opposite sides of the desk with our laptops open and promised ourselves that no matter what happens, we will not get off this desk until we finish writing that one blog. And so it happened that in July of this year, I finally opened up my laptop and did what I'd been promising to do by myself for the past 3 years, which was to write a really bad blog. But once I had gotten over that initial hiccup of writing the first bad draft, I was able to very rapidly speed up the process, hand over my laptop to Komal, get it double checked, revised, and also publish it on my GitHub on the same week. So over the next 5 to 7 minutes, I'm going to be sharing with you my journey of debilitating procrastination and the 2-month journey of writing those 8 blogs and landing myself here giving this speech. So the first thing that I learned about blog writing or anything that needs a little bit of consistency is to get the first bad draft out. And to do that, we need to pick a theme, something that we are excited speaking about and sharing with the world. And in my case, it was maybe tech, or I was doing a master's at that time, so something that I was learning there. Out of the 8 blogs, I think 2 of the blogs are my notes from quantum computing in the masters, because I know that I take really nice notes. So the first thing that worked for me was picking a topic that I was not too inhibited from trying or too ill-equipped to try, and also I was also excited to share with the world about. The second thing that I had to decide was the forum on which I was going to share. While Komal picked Medium for all of her blogs, I picked GitHub because it seemed to make more sense and allowed me to add code snippets very seamlessly rather than putting it on Medium or something. So the second thing that you might want to pick is the forum that you're going to use. Are you going to use Medium? Are you going to use Substack, GitHub, or are you going to host your own portfolio? Again, don't go there. I spent a lot of time perfecting my portfolio only to decide that it was very childish after 6 months and abandon it. So in my case, GitHub worked for me with its minimalist theme and pre-baked Jekyll templates. The third thing that you might want to decide is the tone of your blog. For instance, Komal kept hers light and casual because she wanted to delve into philosophy and all the things that she was reading and non-fiction, while mine was very, very concise and crisp because I was putting down facts or notes or learnings that I'd had at my job, and it did not help me to be more verbose. The fourth thing that we had to decide was the frequency at which we were going to write the blogs. While 3 years to write your first blog is not very feasible, also trying to write all 8 blogs in 1 week is also not feasible and will lead to you burning out and not keeping up this hobby continuously. So what we had to do was pace ourselves out and say, hey, we'll write 1 blog every week or 1 blog every 2 weeks. And in my case, 1 blog a week worked. So every Saturday, Komal and I would sit between 7 and 8 and write the blogs, publish them, get it reviewed, get everything done within that hour. So the fourth thing that you might want to double down on is the frequency in which you're going to write your blogs. And the last thing that you might want to keep in mind is the audience that you're going to share this content with. In my case, I assumed it would be early in career folks like myself who were just exploring what was there in the world. And I was able to align my writing and tone according to that, whereas Komal was looking at someone who was a bit more experienced and who was a bit more open-minded to exploring things in life. So the last thing you might want to keep in mind is the audience. Now, leaving all the technicalities and nitty-gritties aside, there was also a lot that I learned about myself, about forming habits and building connections in this process. So the next time that I do something that's very daunting or difficult, the first thing I think I'll do is to find an accountability partner, like Komal. Someone who's going to sit with you for that 1 hour or 2 hours to get over that initial hiccup and keep you accountable, ping you on every Saturday and ask you, hey, did you do this? The second thing that I would want to do is to build a rhythm. Rather than just sitting and writing everything at one go or procrastinating for 3 years, the second thing I want to do is to build a habit wherein every Saturday at 7 p.m., no matter what happens, no matter how the Bangalore traffic is or whether there's current or not, I'm going to sit and write the blog. And the third thing is to be very, very shameless and get the first ugly draft out. Because everything that we do, no matter if it's going to be a prepared speech or a blog or singing in front of someone for the first time or performance, the first draft is going to be ugly. And the only way we can get to the 10th draft or the 100th draft or the 2000th draft is to get past the first draft. So overall, while this was very, 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 very long overdue, I had a lot of completing this project and that I'll be taking forward to all the endeavors that I pick up in the future. For all of you nice, if you come to level 4, need an accountability partner to get your first blog out, please feel free to reach out. Back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sudhanshu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rupa. I forgot to introduce her, but Toastmaster Rupa, I think everyone knows she's a software engineer in Azure division in Microsoft, and she is also the reigning finalist and winner for the evaluation contest last year. So with this, we'll move forward. I would now like to call the second speaker for today, who is Toastmaster Kiran Kumar. But before that, I would like to call Toastmaster Abhishek Gandhi, who is the CIC volunteer for narrators for this term. Let's welcome Toastmaster Abhishek Gandhi on the stage.
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, thank you, Sudhanshu, Toastmaster Sudhanshu. Yep. So it's been exciting to see both the teams coming together. And yeah, so today as an evaluator, so I for icebreaker speech, so I'll be looking for some of the observations like clarity, structure, and the engagement. So yeah, those are the things which I'll be evaluating. So I appreciate, encourage Kiran, Toastmaster Kiran. Good luck for your speech. Over to you.
Thank you. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Kiran. Kiran is a software engineer by profession, a solopreneur, and a problem solver by passion. Philanthropist, thinker, motivational speaker at heart. He looks forward to collaborating, learning from the team, and contributing meaningfully to the shared growth and success. Let's welcome Toastmaster Kiran on the stage with huge round of applause. The speech title for Toastmaster Kiran today is When Machines Start Thinking. So, Toastmaster Kiran, when machines start thinking. When machines start thinking, Toastmaster Kiran.
Before starting, it's icebreaker speech, right? So 4 to 6 minutes, right? Abhishek?
Icebreaker I've done.
It's done. It's normal speech. It's a normal speech. 5 to
L1 P2.
5 to 7 minutes. Yeah, Abhishek, just for correction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thanks.
Can you guess what is this?
Cat.
For online audience? Yeah, this is a cat. This is called natural intelligence. Can you also tell me what is 2 plus 2?
4.
Great. This is also we can do. But my question here is, some data set, like how you're able to this 4, how you're able to identify that it's a cat. Does it seems like are we trained on some data set? My question here is, like, is it machine also able to think like that? For all these questions, who want to know, understand, let's deep dive into AI field. Good afternoon, Toastmasters, and my dear guest. My name is Kiran Kumar, and today I will be taking you deep dive into AI world. So before going further, let me give you a brief about what is AI. Does anyone know about AI? It's all about going in this world, right? What is AI? Just anyone want to give a brief gist of it?
It's a machine that mimics as a human.
Great, very good. So this is what AI. AI is basically artificial intelligence. Means we are trying to create intelligence that is artificial in nature. Artificial means that is not natural. We are trying to implement into it. It's like we are trying to mimic the human tendency or human nature into one software or one hardware. Now further we get deep dive into it. What exactly machine learning is? Machine learning is when AI tries to learn from the data itself so that it can predict. That is what that is called machine learning is. Now let's get deep dive into it. What exactly deep learning is? Deep learning is basically it's all around like a human brain, like what we have that is neurons. In our brain we have neurons, right? The whole data we are passing through our neurons. That is all the deep learning is. Deep learning where there is a neural networks is there and all the data is processed. In deep learning there are 3 steps. The first one is input layer, and the second one is hidden layer, and third one is output layer. Input layer we basically pass the input, and in hidden layer basically there are neural networks which process our data and we get the output. For example, as I told you that can you guess the image, and we are able to identify this is a cat. But my question is how it is able to identify for a one machine basically take this as our input, and this images will be considered as one pixels, and that is get into one input layer. That is the first step. And inside and after input layer there is a one hidden layer. There are a lot of neural networks basically try to find the pattern into it, and hence we get the output whether it's a cat or not. That is how the machine thinks.
and it is all about deep learning. Basically the history of AI. Does anyone know when AI come into the picture? Any date, any idea?
1950.
Yeah, great. Basically, from 1950 itself, by Alan Turing, there is one research where there was a discussion about AI. You might be thinking that today we are getting the output, we are getting that AI is coming into the picture, but it was coming at 1950 itself. But one man think like that. Can AI, can machine think and think or not that? It's basically one question which come into his mind, that can machine think? We are able to see this thing, but are we able to think like that? This can also think. So from 1950 itself, we are getting into the picture that yes, AI, a machine can think. And then in 1960, 1970, we are able to identify that rule-based AI means, for example, if client is messaging X, should reply Y. If this message Z, this is what rule based is like if else. Still, we are not able to identify, or we are not able to come into that stage where it can predict. In 1980, we are able to get into machine learning where it can predict as well. You might be shocked that in the 1990s, they created one program which basically beat the world's chess champion. And that is how the whole world think like that. Yes, we are the same question that can machine. In 2003-4, then Siri and all came into the picture, and 2017 was the world's best year because the Google itself created one research where they started. Basically, they discuss about transformer architecture. Does anyone know heard about transformer architecture? It's the backbone. Does anyone know? Anyone have any idea?
LLM backbone.
Yeah, great. So basically, transformer architecture is all about like processing your data and creating some kind of things which makes to predict it. Now let's get deeper into it. I will come across for the LLM as well. Now let's get deeper into is what is generative AI. You might be heard about it. Like normally days we are getting some AI tools and all, and it's basically a generative AI. What exactly is generative AI? Generative AI is also a AI which basically generate some data. It might be a code, it might be a text, it might be a audio, video. That is what generative AI. Now let's get into ChatGPT. What is ChatGPT? Yeah, definitely by full form it's generative pre-trained transformer. By the full form itself, it signifies that it is basically a LLM model which basically are trained on some data set, and it basically predict that. It is basically a deep learning model which are trained on large data set, and it predict based on it. Now my question here is what I asked earlier as well. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. We know it, right? If you ask this question to ChatGPT, will it answer it? What do you think? 2 plus 2, will it be able to answer it?
Yes.
Let me tell you, my friend, ChatGPT will not be able to answer it because LLM model will never understand the question it predict. Now, might be I check on the ChatGPT. Let me tell you, on a very fundamental level, LLM don't even understand 2 plus 2. It just predict it. If you ask the same question to ChatGPT and tell that, can you calculate 2 plus 2 without using any external tool, then it will directly tell that as a pure LLM model, I can't calculate, because they are using some tool that basically write a Python script and which calculate it. So that is what all about 2 plus 2, which we get it. Now let's get deeper into it. As I discussed about prompt. Prompt is basically an instruction which we give to the LLM model so that we can get the more optimized answer. Now let's get deeper into what is basically RAG or fine tuning. Does anyone know heard about this? What's the difference between it? Yeah, RAG is basically retrieval augmented generation. It just basically means where we try to we have a one retrieval augmented generation means we have a one data set, for example database, and augmented generation means we have an LLM model and we are utilizing that LLM model with the data to get more optimized result. For example, we have a complete data, we can utilize that data with the LLM to get the output. Now, what is fine tuning? Fine tuning is all about we already have a pre-trained model and we are using that pre-trained model to train on our data so that we can get more customized answer. Now, my dear friends and Toastmasters, it's not all about AI versus human or human versus AI. This world is all about AI with human or human with AI. Thank you so much. Keep learning, please.
Let's give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Kiran and actually both the speakers. Actually, today's speeches are pretty interesting. They were more about how to structure your a lot of things in a good manner and making an effective communication either through a written in case of blogs and verbally picking up a very complex topic and trying to explain it to a diverse audience. And Toastmaster Kiran made a great did a good job at that and made us aware of the the AI ecosystem that we are part of right now. So with this, I would like to move forward and let's dive a bit more deeper into the Japanese cuisine. Let's remember our theme again and so I would jump a few sections because of course, because of the time constraint, and we will we can definitely look this later. But to talk about, so this we briefly touched in our previous discussion, and we were talking about how how the Japanese cuisine is um uh, basically at the core of it is harmony, which is also known as wa. This principle emphasizes the balance and the coexistence of contrasting elements like flavors, textures, colors, and even seasons. So we talked about different flavors. So sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. We all know, and this umami is the fifth taste that is central to the Japanese cooking. Usually, it is present in ingredients like seaweed, mushrooms, soy sauce, tomatoes. Uh, so, talking a little bit more about it, basically, this ingredient creates depth and complexity in dishes, and it helps them to reduce the reliance on various other aspects which are used in other cooking methods like fats, spices. So that's why this is more nutritional way of cooking. Seasonality or shun that we just touched earlier is like they celebrate changing seasons and using the things that are available at that time during the season. So this is something from the. So let's talk about the various ingredients, what it actually is part of cooking such Japanese dishes. So one of the main ingredient is soy sauce, which is fermented sauce made from soybeans, feed, salt, and water. There are different types of soy sauce like uh, usukushi, which is a light, and a dark one, which is koikushi, each with its unique taste profile. Then there is a mirin, which is a sweet rice wine that imparts a subtle sweetness and a glossy finish to the dishes. Sake is actually a beverage, alcoholic beverage, but its role in cooking is pretty interesting. It is used to tenderize meat and add depth to the sauces and the soups. So when it is cooked, it actually evaporates its alcohol content. What leaves behind is a unique taste and essence of this sake. Sake is also used as a beverage with the food, which is of course a alcoholic thing. So talking about various ingredients, we cannot miss the different forms of fishes that are used in cooking. Like in sushi, there is a special kind of a fish called sashimi that is used. Sashimi itself is a different cuisine where they just use the raw fish. The fishes and such foods are either used raw or boiled, depending upon what kind of dishes are being made. And one of the main ingredients is, of course, rice. There is a special Japanese short grain Japonica rice, which is used for cooking. And they also use a lot of variety of noodles like ramen, udon, soba, and somen are a few. And one major ingredient is dashi, which is nothing but a umami rich broth. Broth is more of a liquidy base, which is used in soup, sauces, and countless other dishes. So this is what the basic ingredients you would see if you go and try out a Japanese cuisine. With this, I would stop here and move to the next section of our meeting, and we'll take it if we have more time left. I would like to call now the table topic master for today's meeting. The table topic master for today's meeting is distinguished Toastmaster Prateek Shetty. He's from Microsoft. He's a senior software engineer in Teams, Microsoft Teams, and as I said, he's a distinguished Toastmaster. He's been representing us in various contests and winning them. And with this, I would like to call, and he has been with helping us um, since his founding days of the club. Let's call on the stage Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Prateek Shetty on the stage.
Hey, hi everyone. Hope I am audible.
Yeah, it's all. Yes.
Very good, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I just did a Google search for what is called good evening in Japanese. Apparently, it's Konabanwa. So Konabanwa to all of you, because looks like that's the theme for today. We are discussing Japanese words, right? So I will take a small deviation from just sticking to Japanese. So today's table topic is I will give you some food related word from different languages across the world, right? And you just have to try to guess what it is and then start speaking. Okay, right. So sounds interesting.
Yes.
Yes. Right. Before that, do we have any guess? Any first time Toastmasters? Okay, cool. Yeah. So for the benefit of guests, let me explain what table topics is. Right. Now imagine at your company suddenly in the middle of the meeting, manager says, "Hey, I need to immediately take this call. Can you please continue the presentation?" Right. In such a situation where you're unprepared, you have to suddenly stand up, think on your feet, and then start speaking. So that is where table topics helps, right? Another skill set where our table topics helps, which is what we will explore today, is that a lot of times you've been asked a question about which you have no idea, but you still need to give some answer, right? Which is basically just beating around the bush so that people think you know something. Okay, that is what we will be doing today, where I'm sure none of you have no clue what that word is, but you need to act as though you're a expert on that or you know that word and then speak anything about that. Okay, so can let's do this, Sudhanshu. Can we do three from narrators and three from oracle?
Yes.
Yeah. So can I have my first volunteer? And Sudhanshu, I will need your help in just keeping track of three from each club, right? So can I have my first volunteer?
Yes, we are from.
Okay. Is it Devi?
No. You can.
Trailblazers,
Trailblazers.
Oracle Trailblazers.
Okay. Hey, hi. Hi,
Yes.
your name?
Yugam.
Sorry?
Yugam.
Hugo. Okay. Yeah. So Hugo, I will give you a word. You can speak anything about it. Okay. Yeah. And at the end of it, I will tell you what is the real meaning of that word.
No, like I have to tell as if I'm guessing or as if I know.
As if you know.
Okay.
Or like anything that you want to speak about that to enlighten all of us, you can do that. Okay, so let's start with the first word, right? Which is Kummerspeck. This is a German word, Kummerspeck.
Kummerspeck. And you just lost into memories the last time you had it. Chilly winter nights, you're walking down the road, and whoosh, the smell comes. You feel those beans are attracting to you. Those beans boiled in the olive oil, served with delicious meat and few leaves. If you don't consume the leaves, just lie for the taste. The aroma, the cold breeze, and these beans. You take one chunk with your fork, you cut across the meat, and you have it. This chilly nights, and you feel the weather, but the warm olive oil and the mushiness of this meat, along with the chunks of these beans. You feel lost in the time. It feels as if you take a moment of pause. All these things come together to give you a bit flavors of life as you move. You feel as if you have taken a pause. You're recollecting everything. You're not empty. It's like you're recollecting everything that you're thinking and bringing it forward. It's like an olive oil stuck between a lot of your thoughts, just like beans. They are being like glued with the olive oil and the milk. You're thinking, and there is one moment you're just silent. You have hit the leaves which you are not meant to eat, and your meal is done. It feels as if this meal went from your tongue, went across to your tummy and your mind. You are calm, you're left with a good taste, just one thing in mind. Oh, I have to walk again in the cold in the night after this meal. But you can again have this great meal and say a goodbye. Thank you, Toastmasters.
Yeah, thank you. Right, so let me, I mean, you went to a very specific dish. Okay, so Kumar spec refers to excessive weight gained from emotional overeating. Okay, that's what actually Kumar spec means,
It
right?
can be told.
Yeah, it refers to the excessive weight gained from emotional overeating. Let's give a big round of applause, okay, for bracing that and being the first volunteer. Okay, right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay, Ayush. Okay, right, Ayush. For you, I'll give you a Georgian word. Okay, and it's called Shemo Medjemo. Shemo Medjemo.
Jemo met Jemo.
Yeah.
Okay, so the name sounds pretty funny. So the name Shemo met Jemo, it is pretty funny. It has a lot of references in a lot of comic movies as well. So comedy movies. So there's a particular scene wherein there's a detective who walks into an office, right? So and then people are having it's lunchtime. So basically people are having their lunch. So now the detective he walks in, there's actually a murder that has happened. He has to investigate the people. There are people in the room, like let's say we have this conference right? So all of us are having some lunch. So the lunch what we are having is that what Shima, whatever the name was, I cannot pronounce it. So the detective walks in. Now, so the clue to finding the murder is the murder is actually a chef, and the murder has happened like through the medium of the dish. The dish is the medium of murder. So the dish that they are eating, so that is the medium of murder. So the detective has to go ahead and investigate. So who has so the people who are eating in the room, the dish has been prepared by one of them. So basically, the murder is in the room. So now he has to investigate each of the dishes to find out what the ingredients are. So basically, there's a particular format in which the dish is made. There's a fixed recipe for it. But like the killer in general, he has made some minute changes to that recipe. So like adding like toxins in the specific amount are deadly, right? So if you modify a few things, and then the dish becomes itself deadly. So he has to inspect the detective. He has to inspect each of the dishes that are at the table. Employees who are eating them, he has to stop them, and he has to investigate the dishes. So he enters the room. He starts investigating the dishes. But the issue here is that the only way you can actually the dish is it's in liquid form. So the only way you can actually investigate is you have to taste it. So he tastes it and then he eats it and then he dies.
Nice.
Okay, let's give a big round of applause for Ayush. Ayush, do you want to know the real meaning of the word?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, it refers to the condition where you're full, but you still want to eat. Okay, you're already full, but there's something nice presented in front of you, and you want to eat it, but you're full. Okay, let's once again give him a big round of applause. Yeah. Right. Who wants to go next?
Ayush.
Okay. Yeah. Can I know your name?
Yeah, my name is Alok Tiwari.
Alok. Hi, Alok. Yeah, for you, the next word is an Italian word. Okay. Uh, Italian word, abico. For you, the Italian word is abico.
Abico.
Yeah, it's a Italian word.
Yeah, I'll take 30-second pause and then I'll start my.
Sure.
Good afternoon, all. Abico is the title of my speech. Here, I'm not going to talk about lunch, dinner. I will talk about fast, where you don't have food in a night, and early morning also you don't want to food, and without food, without breakfast, you will go to the office, and there you see the lot of folk. They are sipping coffee and the cookies, definitely fine cookies. Then you think that, okay, today I want to go with fast. I don't want to have food till the night because my best team is playing a World Cup final today. If the team will win, I will enjoy with a lot of Kowako so food. Otherwise, I will again go to the fast for the next day. The series continues again, dumbling tummy and law of energy because of food and your glycemic index going down because of low glucose level. I hope you understand that one. And the night when the cricket matches start, your team win. Now it is time to break your fast and it is time to take your favorite dish, huasuki, in the finding time table. That's it from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Pratik. Pratik,
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Right. The real meaning of the word is the drowsiness that you feel after a big meal. Okay, that is the real meaning. I'm sure some of us are feeling it now, right? We have all had a scrumptious lunch and we are there in this meeting. Right? Can I have my next volunteer? Okay. Yamuna is raising her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yamuna will you be able to see the timer? I just want to once check if how do we.
So far, I was not able to see because it was pointed to other screen. So
Yeah,
if
so
anybody can show me, then yeah.
You are there, right? Can you pin, what is the name? Morgan, no? Kiran. Can you pin Kiran? He is the timer. You can just pin him on your. Do you have any
Kiran Kumar, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you have Yamuna, once you can at least see him or pin him.
Pin him.
Yeah, Kiran Kumar will I will give you the.
You are seeing, right? You are able to see the. Do you have any backup?
Yes. Yeah. Now I can see.
Okay, I'll give you a very simple word. Okay,
Okay.
I'll give a very simple word. It's a Swedish word. Okay, and the word is legom.
Legom.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just take a few seconds, then I'll start. Okay. So as soon as I heard legom, feels like leg soup or leg piece for me. Legom. So in a Swedish language, maybe I'm just guessing it could be one of the dish which is named for any mutton or chicken leg. soup or dish. So basically, I'm a non-vegetarian. There is a few seasons where we are not supposed to have non-veg in our Hindu culture. I will get sick if I don't have non-veg at that period of time, and then I will do so much of drama that I would need non-veg at that time. I go outside and have without telling my mother. So basically, if I have to talk about non-veg, the best biryanis I have had, I can tell you in Bangalore is a very small restaurants. You might have not heard of it, but the taste and the aroma and the taste would be amazing of those biryanis. I would suggest you like to go whenever you have free time, even on Sundays. So you can go have nice biryanis in Bangalore. One is Utsav Biryani, which is there in the uh, Ambedkar Institute of Technology. I'm not remembering the area right now, but that's the best biryani you can go and have. And near office, and I would suggest not to have one biryani, which is not called as biryani, that is Meghana's biryani, which is not called as biryani basically. Biryani has to be something like dum biryani or the donne biryani. Those kind of biryanis are the actual biryanis. So if I hear a word called Lego, it feels like a chicken leg piece or a mutton leg piece for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue the applause for Yamuna, right? So the actual meaning of the word is eating just right, not too much, not too less. Okay. Can we have our, I guess, last two volunteer? And Sindhu is reminding us to use the word of the day, perplexed, right? So can we have our next perplexed volunteer?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes, Pratik, I am Sunil.
Sorry, your name is?
Sunil.
Sunil. Okay, Sunil. Right. For you also, I'll give you a pretty small, simple word, which is pilinti. It is a word from Ghana in a language called Buli, and the word is pilinti.
Okay. Other Toastmasters, the word I got it. I think the word I need to talk about is PLT from a Ghana nation. The way once I heard that PLT from Ghana, once Ghana itself is a coastal area and a tropical area where there are a lot of beautiful trees, beautiful tropical fruits and vegetables. The PLT is basically after hearing, I think about a banana where we need to peel and enjoy the taste. And the best thing about Ghana is there were different options of bananas. It's a yellow banana, the red banana, the small bananas, and all. So we can just, and the thing I like about that is it's not like a bananas of India where we can easily peel. These are banana peels where we have to really peel it very hard, or we need to chop and peel the outer layer as though we are eating the kiwi fruit or the mango fruit or orange fruit. Like we have to peel properly, like a citrus fruit, and then peel it and enjoy it. When you enjoy it, it is so tasty where you feel as though the fruit itself is cooked, and you feel like having the cooked flavor, though it is a normal tropical fruit. And and also the best thing about this peeled fruit is that you can also cook like a banana. Uh, we call that fried items like bonda or bhaji, right? Somewhere like you can put it, we can boil it and have it as a nice appetizers during your meal. Yeah, and the PLT itself, I would like somebody can also grow in our tropical areas like southern part of India, and then we can also enjoy the Ghana food. Yeah, that's it from my Toastmaster.
Thank you. Let's continue the applause. Yeah. So the real meaning of the word is, right? Imagine you put a hot food in your mouth. Okay, what do? You keep moving it from one side to another side.
Right.
Yeah, that's what peeling tea means, right? The act of when you put something hot in your mouth and you keep moving it left to right. That's what peeling tea stands for. Last volunteer, and I guess this is somebody from narrators, if I'm not wrong. Okay, Devi. Okay, I will give you a Spanish word. Okay, and the word is sobremesa. Sobremesa. Sobremesa.
Okay. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters. When I in my last trip to Spain, right? When I just started going through the menu, and then I saw this sombre mesa. I went, okay, let's make it reminded me of samosa in India. So, okay, at least something similar because other food items I could not even understand or relate to. I thought, okay, probably this would be the best possible things for me. So I ordered, and what I see is just tomatoes and cabbage coming without anything. So, and I was like, what to do with this? I can't eat, being a pure non-vegetarian, I can't eat this cabbage. And then, okay, something at least potato or something else, some fried items. Right? And I said, this is what it is. And then, since it was very costly, right, I being a normal middle class Indian, always think about money. Okay, one meal I could just eat cabbage, it's fine. So that's when I had that with some sauces and everything, but it was not that good. Somehow, in order to fill in my stomach, I had it, and then after that, at that time onwards, I always go and ask the waiter if possible, explain the food, not just order from the menu. Explain. Can you come here? Can you explain what it is? So that has changed my habit of like just eating whatever garbage it comes as per the menu. So that has helped me a lot. Thanks a lot. That was my story.
Okay, so Devi, the real meaning of the word sobremesa means, right? You have finished your food, okay, but you're having an interesting conversation. So you want to continue being at the table till the conversation finishes, right? Or you're having a like you are just lingering at the table, even though you have finished your food. Right. Let's give a big round of applause to all those people who took part in this. Right. We have learned that beating around the bush is also an important skill at times, because sometimes even in your meetings where you're put on a spot where you have no clue but you still need to speak. So you might have seen in some cases some people might ask back a follow-up question, right? Asking what are you expecting out of this, or why have we joined this meeting, to what do we expect to be the success of this meeting, all such questions where they're just using that to kill the time, so that the person who asked the question forgets and we just move on. Right, with that, I hope all of you guys had fun.
Pratik, if we have time, right? We
Yeah.
have guest is also interested.
Sure. I have more topics, so if
Also, if
someone
we
is
have time,
interested.
we could go for a few more. Just check if we have time.
Timer, can you confirm? Let's do one more. Let's do one last, although we are already late. Let's do one last.
Abhiram wants to try.
Yes.
Okay,
Do we
Abhiram.
have time? Great, thank you.
Yeah, Abhiram. Let me give you a Danish word. Okay, and the word for you is nutmeg.
Okay. Hello everyone. So actually, I was okay. You can hear me, right? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you.
I am a foodie. So is my wife, and we travel a lot to cover many of the food places. And wherever we travel, we finding the best food. Exploring food is a main topic of the itinerary in the itinerary. So it is a very interesting topic which you have selected, and actually, what reminded me of these names was this experience which we had recently. We went to a fancy restaurant, and we being vegetarians are very picky in choosing choosing our food. Many in many places there's hardly any vegetarian food which we get, and we just pick the only available option. So one such option we found was aubergine fritters, and we had no clue what it is, and we just went ahead and ordered it. It was a fancy one, expensive one, but when the item got delivered, to our utter surprise, it was just brinjal bhaji. My wife was as perplexed as I was. Uh, Even though the bhaji didn't have any spice, there were tears in our eyes. Yeah.
Thank you, Abram. Let's give a round of applause. Yeah.
Thank you for the
Uh,
opportunity, Pratik.
e- yeah, I mean, reminded of your thing, I would urge all of you to watch. There is a video of Jaspal Bhatti, right? At his home, there is khichdi prepared, and then he goes to a rest. He says, "I don't want to eat khichdi today." He goes to a restaurant and orders a fancy dish. Turns out that's also khichdi. Right. With that, I hand over the stage back to Toastmaster of the day. I hope you guys had fun. That was my time. This is your friendly neighborhood techie signing off. Over to you, Sudhanshu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik, for taking us through wonderful unknown words. But I would say that none of our speakers got perplexed and really did a great job of that. I think if their managers ask something to them, they definitely have all the answers to that. And I think also they are prepared, very well prepared for the humorous contest, which is coming very like just in few days, because they can really create very great humorous stories. So with this, I would now like to call the general evaluator on the stage for taking us through the highlights and the learnings from the meeting. I would like to call Toastmaster Dakshiani on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So I would like to start by requesting our timer to please give their report. Toastmaster Ravindra, are you there?
Evaluation, right? First. Evaluation, right? Reduction first.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, give me 1 second. So I would like to call the evaluator for the first speech that we had by Toastmaster Rupa. So Toastmaster Abhinav, can you please go ahead with the evaluation?
Thank you, General Evaluator. I hope I'm audible. All
Yes.
right. So one of my favorite quote is, "Perfect is the enemy of good." Perfect is the enemy of good. A lot of us want to do something, but we procrastinate and we delay it for so long that we don't do it and give it up. Today, we heard a speech in which Toastmaster Rupa told about something which she wanted to do from a long, long time and was finally able to do it. And she knew that it might not be perfect, but she has to do it anyway, and she did it. So today, through her speech, she told about how she did blogging, which was pending from 2018, and she was able to do it not just one, not just twice, not thrice, 8 times in a consistent weekly manner. And it's public and on GitHub, so you can also read it if she says a URL as well. So today, Rupa told us how things take time to start, but eventually, once you take your time and dedicate yourself towards it, and you can finally achieve it. So she told us about her blogging experience. She showed so much enthusiasm that many people want to actually read what she has written. And since it was a pending project from a long time, by doing it as a part of Toastmasters, she also inspired many people otherwise to also do it themselves. So I liked a lot of things about her speech. One thing about the topic she chose was just technical. The tone she chose was technical as well, factual. told about the frequencies she wanted to write about. She also had a partner, so she could also always do some proofreading, and also kept her in check as well, that it has to be done every time. Because you do it somebody else, you have to do it consistently. And she told a lot of things about her experience in the blogging, what she has done since last few days, or last few months. So that's really kudos to Rupa on that. Can you give a round of applause for that? But at least doing it after a long time after procrastinating. I liked the format of the speech as well. She told about on which medium one should write, what they should write, what is the target audience. She covered the most important aspect of blogging, that you should know your audience. You should, like, similar to speech writing, right? You should know your audience. You should know how you're trying to speak or how you're trying to communicate. She did all that. So in terms of body language, gestures, stage presence, it was all good. There was voice clarity. It was very clear. And her enthusiasm was showing that she was actually not only confident, was also a lot of satisfied as well, that she did something which was pending for a long time. I had just a couple of things which I think could have been done better. One is that she could also start, because now it's 2025, many people don't really blog anymore, what a blog is and what does it entails. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing she could also share was how it was received by others, not just about writing, because blogging is kind of public. So how anybody who read it reacted to that. One thing which she can also incorporate in her speech, and also share the URL of the speech, of the blog, so that we can read it. Okay, because when you're writing 8 times publicly, you should also share the URL. Okay. So overall, I like the speech very much. She told about why not to procrastinate and do something which is long due pending, and do it with style, do it with dedication, do it with passion. So I really loved the speech. And all the best to Rupa for the next speeches. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinav. I hope Toastmaster Rupa got some useful comments from this that she can incorporate in her future speeches as well. So now I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Abhishek for evaluating Toastmaster Kiran's speech.
Yep. Thank you, Dakshani, Toastmaster. Yeah. So as mentioned, right, I'm going through the structure, content, and delivery. So the structure by Kiran, right, it was well maintained with a clear throughout the speech. So I found that the speech was engaging. So starting with a question and having the visual chart is a smart way to get the audience uh, to follow. And then like he mentioned, like, with artificial intelligence, right, how machine initiate actions and all those stuff. So it's informative and meaningful, so a lot of stuff I learned. So I, even though I'm not that technical, so it's good to know. So connection, like how he has made the connection with the audience is really great. So he asked in between the questions at the beginning, so that people are engaging and having some curiosity. So it's good, and the confidence, it's amazing. So throughout the session, I see that energy, and he was very comfortable. So enjoyed hearing his speech. So, and the voice and body language, right? So it's very natural uh, uh, throughout the speech, throughout the his speech. Uh, so, and time management, I think he has covered on time. So apart from that, like some of the improvements, if you're like I see that, like some of the few added repeated words multiple times, so that, like, I think if we can improve, like, when conscious about that, it will be good. And the content, I felt that bit technical. So if you can add humor or any, so that it can be engageable or to a broader audience. So these are some of the stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for that evaluation. So now that the evaluations of the speeches are complete, we'll go ahead with the tag team evaluation as well. So Toastmaster Ravindra, can you please come and give the timer report?
Dakshani. Okay. So coming to speeches, for prepared speeches, Rupa has taken 9 seconds and taken 7 minutes 10 seconds. So both are in time. So they are cautious about the time. And coming to table topics, so all the table topics were very perplexed table topics, but still they were able to take guts and come forward and speak about the topics, which were very interesting. And Yugam took 2 minutes. So everybody is on time, first of all. And Yugam took 2 minutes. And Arush took 2 minutes 18 seconds. Alok took 1 minute 40 seconds. And Yamuna took 1 minute 50 seconds. Sunil took 2 minutes 13 seconds. And Devi took 1 minute 45 seconds. And Abhiram took 1 minute 40 seconds. So good, all are in time. And coming to evaluations, Abhinav took 3 minutes 18 seconds. And Abhishek took 1 minute 59 seconds. So thank you. Over to Dakshani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindra, for that crisp report. So now I would like to call Toastmaster Ananda to give the counter report. This is one of the most perplexing reports for me generally because we don't pay attention to the R's and Ums in the meeting. So yeah, Toastmaster Ananda, please give your report.
Yeah, thanks, Dakshani, Toastmaster. See, almost like everyone, talked in a very good way. Especially, I just want to give a big shout out to Rupa and Kiran, the other speaker. They both did a great job. I did see like few filler words, but Rupa did a great job. It's very difficult to identify a filler words while Rupa is talking, because she's taking so much time into by word she's talking. So I do not find anything in the speakers, but we do have some filler words which has been used while talking. If I want to name it, I really don't want to name it, but almost like all the speakers has used the filler words. Like even if you look into the Toastmaster, site, even so as considered as a filler word. But if it is considered, then almost like everyone have used a filler word. So that's what my report, Dakshani, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ananda. Now, can we please have the grammarian report from Toastmaster Yamuna?
Thank you, Toastmaster Dakshayani. Yeah, I need to tell today's meeting was amazing. I just want to quote the best word usages which were used by speakers and other members as well. One is procrastinating, inhabited, dwell, concise and crisp, feasible, burning out, daunting, accountable, gist, deep dive, optimized, fine-tuning, unique taste of profile, machinist, clinkers, medium of the death or murder. So these were the very good usage of words which I was just writing down the entire meeting when the speakers were talking. And just here and there has to be a little fine-tuning with I heard one of them saying this for dish, and there has to be this can think like that. Instead of that, they can name the thing instead of like this or like that. And I saw a word used called inequipped, but that can be replaced with unequipped. And there were a lot of filler words which had a really, really bad or very, very, very long overdue. Instead of those words, we can go with terrible, pathetic, and for very, very long overdue, we can use the same word called procrastinated. So these were few things. And perplexed was used most of the time. I calculated it was around 5 to 6 times which it was used. And yeah, it was a great meeting. I really had a fun. Thank you all. Yeah. Over to you, Dakshayani.
Thank you so much for that report, Toastmaster Yamuna. So now coming to the final general evaluator report from me. I would like to say that this has been a wonderful meeting. I really was looking forward to this linker meeting with Microsoft narrators, and now that it finally happened, I can see how amazing it would be when two clubs come together and we can learn so much from each other. And so first I'd like to start with what I loved about the meeting. So for this, much like the theme of the day, which was about Japanese cuisines, We all have come together from different clubs, like from two different clubs to enhance the flavor of our meeting, I would say. And like a big shout out to Toastmaster of the Day, Sudhanshu, for putting all that effort into bringing great content and showing us so much about this stuff that I've never heard of. And honestly, it makes me hungry. I'm really craving some noodles right now. And yeah, coming to the speeches, like procrastination is something that we all relate to. If I'm being honest, I've also got one email that I've still not responded to from like 3-4 months or something. I should probably get to that at some point. But we've all learned today that accountability and consistency matters. And more importantly, putting out the first draft, the ugly first draft. I think that phrase is going to stick with me for a while. And coming to the second speech about machines starting to think, it was a very thought provoking speech, and AI is something that's on our mind one way or another, whether we like it or not, every single day. So I had fun learning about all of the new things that Toastmaster Kinan mentioned. And yeah, like I actually went ahead and asked GPT to do 2 plus 2 just as an experiment. And to be honest, it took longer than 2 minutes for it to just reply 1 4 as the answer. And anyway, I'd like to also take a second to appreciate all of the role takers today because every one of you have done a great job. And coming to the next section, which was the table topics, I loved the creativity. This is not something that I've seen before. So I love the idea of just taking some random words that are related to food and expecting people to just come ahead and talk about it. So love that. And every single person who came onto the stage and spoke about it also was like, everyone had their own take on it. I mean, we went from people talking about smells of food and the wafting of the food smells and all of that to murder mysteries. And I mean, I feel like there was so much scope for creativity that people definitely explored. And I would like to also thank all the evaluators today. I like a lot of good feedback there, and I'm sure all of our speakers will learn from it. And so these are all the great things. A couple of improvements that I would like to point out. Definitely, we could have started the meeting on time, but that is something that I don't think is that important because people were trying to travel from here to there and all of that. So, delay in Bangalore traffic is something we need to incorporate into our meetings than the other way around. And one thing that I would like to, however, point out is that we can decide roles earlier if possible and fill them as soon as possible so that it doesn't get to the last minute. However, when the meeting started, everybody knew what they were doing, so that was awesome. And one more thing is the L1 P2 speech should come first before the L3 speech because that's the norm of the meetings. We do the lower level speeches first. And one thing that I noticed that I have to keep in mind is I miss getting intros from the Microsoft narrators side. So because of that, I couldn't introduce you guys properly. So for that, I apologize, and I will definitely remember that. And since I am somewhat of a person who notices grammar a lot, I would say grammars is not a word. Grammar is the word. Grammar incorporates everything related to the rules of the English language. So grammar is the word. And one more thing I'd like to say, we can also have a phrase of the day that will give people two chances to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. But of course, that's just optional, I suppose. And yeah, that's those are the improvements that I wanted to just highlight. But at the end of the day, to reiterate again, I had a lot of fun in today's meeting, and I learned so much. So thank you for making us happen. And yeah, looking forward to doing this more in the future. So thank you, and back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Dakshani, for such wonderful observations and and helping us improve. So yeah, with this we are at the end of the meeting. I don't want to take more time, but let me take please half a minute for just covering one more thing so that it is complete. So yeah, I mean, just we talked about a lot of ingredients, etc., etc. But I want to talk about the dishes, right? The main dishes that we should try out is sushi, sashimi, uh, tempura, which is more of like a pakori in India, or soul warming ramen noodles. You must have heard of the name, or a rice bowl like donburi, or a dessert like okonomiyaki, savory the savory pancake. And I'm sure just for the vegetarian folks, we like there are vegetable or tempura sushi rolls with cucumber, pickled diamond tofu based items, which we should definitely try. And when you think what's for me here, right? I would say let's try out few restaurants in Bangalore. We have like Harima in Ashoka Nagar and Naru Noodle, which is very famous in Shanti Nagar, Bengaluru. With this, I would end my topic here, and I would hand over the stage back to the presiding officer. I hope you like and we can take away something from today's meeting. Thank you. So the presiding officer is in the room, right? Or shall we close it now? Can I?
He dropped off the meeting actually because he had something else come
Okay,
up.
Devi could conclude the meeting since he is also the presiding officer. President.
Devi close the meeting.
Yeah, let me close. Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Sudhanshu, for bringing up and closing with the name of the restaurant so that we can all go and try, because we can't wait after getting to know so much about the dishes, right? We would like to try. And what an coincidence, I would tell. The first time I attended Oracle's meeting, I visited OTH campus. The theme was biryani. And today we are meeting with Oracle, and the theme is so it always food. So good. There's some relation with me, Oracle and food. So yeah, thanks a lot everyone for joining us, and thanks a lot for all the guests as well. I would like to ask some guests and our fellow Toastmasters to share the feedback about the meeting. So I would like to start with the guest if it's comfortable.
Yeah,
You can tell your name and then.
yeah, my name is also Abhinav.
Hi.
Yeah. So yeah, it was my first time attending as a guest, and I really like that table topic section today. So that is very unique and tough.
Great. Thanks a lot, Abhinav, for sharing. Yeah, I hope that you will visit our meetings. We meet every Fridays. Today, since this was a linkers meeting, so we had on Thursday. Otherwise, our timing is Friday 2 to 3 p.m. and Oracle time is like Thursday 3 to 4 p.m., right?
3 to 4.
3
Yeah.
to 4. So yeah, I would like to invite some guests from Trailblazers to share their thoughts. Yeah, Sunil.
Yeah. It's a great meeting. I had a great, this is the first time I'm attending a Linkers meeting, and attending with Microsoft narrators was really great. It was really perplexed. And I was excited again, and we am very looking forward again and again. Maybe it should not happen once a year, it should happen every quarter. Very excited with that. And I'm also very, the hospitality from presiding officer Devi was really great. He came all the way down to help us getting inside the campus. We're very nice gestures, because coming here we get confused where to go, which floor, and that's why I told perplexed. And thank you for that, Toastmaster Devi. Very happy to be here, and as I said, one of the great meeting, the great team what we had, and General Levator from Dakshayani, as well as the great speeches. Learned a lot again, bit again from the Trailblazers as well as Microsoft narrators. And I wish these meetings happen every quarter with more and more people involving and getting a great topics. Thank you.
Anyone else would like to share?
Thank you. David, for he's a person who first we meet today meeting. So I just want to say two words actually. 1+1 equal to 2 is there, but when in linker meeting we meet 1 and 1, it become 11. So that is the that particular meeting, and that will confuse the machine learning also how the 1 and 1 become 11. That is the task of chemistry. When chemistry make perfection, it will make the 1 and 1 equal to 11. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, anyone else? Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, thank you. Thank you. It was a wonderful meeting together with the Microsoft and Oracle. Both are the rivals in the industry.
Not we are using Zoom in Microsoft.
I don't want to say the rivals, but we are the friends. Okay, we continue to come. I would like to have more meetings in the future. That's why it was a good learning from the Sudhanshu Toastmaster of the day. The new cuisines we came to know, and we'll definitely try it. And everybody is having a craving to try it outside once in Bengaluru restaurant. And good feedback from Dakshani as well. So thank you, Devi, for everything. Thank you.
Yeah, anyone online would like to share their thoughts?
No, actually, the meeting went well. I think the Pratik has something come up with a new idea. It was like little very interesting topic to hear, but the biggest thing is like it's very surprising after knowing that what the exactly the word meaning is, because everyone is like talking about something else, but ended up knowing what the exact meaning is, like the biggest kind of like the info which he provides at the end. It is very interesting, and yeah, the meeting went really well. And thanks to the folks who come from Oracle to Microsoft. Looking forward to see more such meetings. Thanks.
Thanks a lot everyone for joining. And this is not the last, right? This is the beginning, right? And we will keep the momentum going. And even if it's not an official linkers meeting, right? You could always come and join. I usually try to go and see in some other club, right? So that to learn, to meet new people, right? In fact, we are in Toastmasters, we should leverage that networking as well, right? So with that, I would like to end this meeting. Thanks a lot to everyone for joining. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.